Yo, what is up, loafers? This is Nanobread, and welcome back to day 16 of Stardew every day. Alright, great. Finally, a day where the spirits are very happy. I plan to make today a shorter episode just because, behind the scenes real quick, I'm recording this at 2:20 a.m., so I'm not trying to stay up that much longer because I also need to edit this video. So after I water all these crops, and then I also will go to the mines, and once I run out of energy, that'll be it. Pet the cat. It really is kind of crazy though, like how many days I went without getting a good luck day. But, you know, I was pretty productive during those days, so. I know it's also still salmonberry season, but honestly, missing out on like another like 20 something salmonberries, it won't be too devastating. I also might decide to change my mind after the mines, depending on how much energy I lose. The reason I'm recording this so late though, is because I was having a good time with friends. I went back down to Irvine to visit some of my college friends, and we finally finished our campaign of Betrayal Legacy. It is an amazing game if you guys are into board games, or even if you're not, honestly, and you're into like strategy games and kind of like storytelling games. Please give Betrayal Legacy a try. Like, I honestly cannot rave like enough about it. I really do mean it when I say it's probably my favorite board game of all time. It would be a little complicated at first, I'll admit, but after you get used to maybe like a few rounds of playing, then honestly, it'd be the most fun you have with like cardboard. I remember I mentioned the series before, but I was talking to some of my friends that I was playing the campaign with, and they told me it's actually been like 8 months. I remember previously I said it was like 6 months, but we have spent a long damn time not playing this game. But they all enjoyed it, and hopefully with that same group I might be able to play other legacy games with them. One thing about the ending for that game though, it's pretty much the same as the one that I watched during COVID, and unfortunately I do remember a good portion of like what happened during their campaign. It was still really fun for me, but that also meant that I pretty much knew exactly what was happening at the end. So I tried to do it in a way where I remained as neutral as possible while not trying to give away like too many hints or clues to people. And I did think I did a good job. I hope they thought so too, because I didn't want to ruin the experience for them. After finishing Betrayal Legacy though, I did think of a few ideas that I wish I could have implemented. One, I wish I could have did it for content too, just because it is a really fun game and I want to show it off more to people. There are some great videos of it online, both from Geek and Sundry and oh, I'm really forgetting their name. I think they're called LRR Gaming or something. They're based in Canada, and those are the two gameplays that I watched of Betrayal. A bit of spoilers. It might come up, so I'm just giving the warning now. But even watching those two campaigns, they were pretty different from each other, especially towards the beginning, I believe. The first 2 or 3 haunts, they're generally the same, or I believe in like the second, there are only 2 options. But regardless, it was still really fun to watch. Unfortunately, with their playthrough, they kind of started getting really similar towards the end. And then naturally, as you come closer to the end of the campaign, they want to wrap up the story nicely, so it makes sense that in general they combine a lot of story. Also, as you can tell, I decided to go hunting for salmon berries. I always tell myself one thing, but I always end up doing another. But back to like some ideas I had. Yes, I did wish I recorded it for content, but I also kind of wish I knew someone or could pay someone to animate the games that we played, just because every campaign is special to your group, and I thought it would be really interesting to see all of it play out, especially with like some of our inside jokes and just all the good times that we had together. I just thought it'd be a really memorable way to not only encapsulate our experience, but to also share it with other people, to see if they want to play the game too. I believe one of my friends, he did record one of the sessions, but it was just one of them in the middle of our campaign, so it wouldn't really make sense to try to do something with that. Also, it was like audio only, so it's kind of hard to see like what we did during the campaign, and there's just like a whole bunch of other issues with that. Alright, it's back in the mines. I haven't been here in a while. I'm kind of like torn between like whether I want to speed run down into the mines or if I should take my time, just because today is a good luck day, so I don't want to waste those ladders that I'll be getting. The second idea I actually got after playing the game was about the lore. So, and this is where spoilers really do come in. So if you don't want to listen, maybe skip to a later part of the video. So Betrayal Legacy, the lore is essentially taking place in Norse mythology. The big bad guy is Fenrir. Characters such as Tyr. You get to read snippets of the lore like during the game if you did some specific action. And while yes, that is really great like while you're in the moment playing it, but for those lore enjoyers out there like my friend and I, it was kind of like we couldn't really see the or like puzzle everything together. So it gave me the idea to possibly make a video about recapping the lore of Betrayal Legacy. And obviously I can apply that to other games too if they're story driven, or if not games, maybe I can do like other things but similar. Another one of my favorite things about Betrayal Legacy, once you complete the campaign, they essentially make you destroy everything that references the campaign when you're playing free play mode. Betrayal did exist before. The original game was called Betrayal at House on the Hill. Essentially the free play mode plays the same way as the original game, and the way that they are able to circumvent the story is they literally just tell you to destroy everything that references the story in any sort of way. And while yes, that does mean that you destroy a lot of cards, and I do mean a lot, like I believe at the end we had to destroy at least 20 different cards, but even in itself that added to the gameplay, you know, like that those things that we destroyed, they weren't part of our story, so there's no need for them. Plus I did hear that if you did try playing with like every single card in the game and if you don't actually destroy them, then it can get a bit clunky. And also, if you keep some of the story stuff in, then it doesn't make too much sense when you're playing it in free play mode. Obviously, my group, we did keep some stuff as souvenirs. For those that have played the game, there is an event card called TikTok, and that was a really funny death for one of our campaigners. Alright, I came all the way to the middle. There better be some good stuff over here. And I know I said I would try to make this a shorter episode, but that was also a fat lie, I guess, because it's 10 p.m. I mean, that's fine. Like, I really had a lot of fun talking to you guys, and pretty much just reliving the day that I just experienced, so it's all worth it. Dude, are you kidding me? You can't make this shit up. I got the same weapon in this chest. Man, what a waste. Let me know down in the comments, like, if you guys have ever played Betrayal at House on the Hill, which is the original game, if you played Betrayal Legacy before, and if you like them, or if there's any other board games that you like as much as I like Betrayal. Also, let me know if you're down to maybe see some of those videos I was talking about Betrayal, or if you even want to play the game yourself. I'm always interested in helping people get into board games. I feel like some people think it's kind of old-fashioned or boring, as in the name, but honestly, board games can be a hell of a lot of fun. Alright, with that is another episode of Stardew Every Day, and as always, I wish you a good night, loafers.